All right, here we are. What's going on, guys?
Hey guys,
Hey, guys.
How are you doing, Nate?
I'm good, Zyler. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Happy to be back.
Good. We're happy to have you back on the show. How long has it been since you were last on? I don't even
I was
know.
on the last episode.
Oh, you were? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because we all did it together.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad to have you back.
wow.
I'm glad to have
Probably I'm not a memorable host.
No, I'm glad to have you back. How's Jake?
I'm good.
Let's talk about some basketball, why don't we?
Sure.
So, you guys just want to get right into Kyrie Irving then? I guess we have to, don't we?
I would say I don't really want to, if I'm being honest, but I guess we should.
Okay.
Can
Well,
can we just say that he got suspended for 5 games and then he issued an apology? That's all.
Which shocker, he issues the apology after being suspended.
yeah, no. So for those who don't know, Kyrie Irving posted a link to an anti-Semitic film on his Twitter, I believe, and received backlash because it was anti-Semitic towards Jewish people, I think. Um, Zyler, what does anti-Semitic mean? Is it anti or anti-Semitic?
Either or, it's fine.
Either or, okay.
You're killing
What
it.
is the definition of anti-Semitic? Anti-Semitic.
I mean, I can Google the definition, but essentially it's just discriminatory towards a specific group.
Oh, it's specifically towards Jewish people. Hostile.
It is specific Jewish people. Okay, never
Yes.
mind.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Understandable now. So yeah, he was just posting like a link to an anti-Semitic. How do I say that? Let's check Google.
Anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic.
Semitic.
You were saying it right. Okay.
Yeah. Anti-Semitic. Semitic. I spelled it wrong. Whatever. Either way, he put it on his Twitter and now people are pissed off at him and he didn't apologize for it at first. And then the Brooklyn Nets suspended him for up to 5 games and then he apologized. And now, as of earlier today, he's losing all of his Nike shoe deals, or Nike's threatening to pull the plug on him. It says
I think they did, didn't they?
I think they did officially, yeah.
Nike,
I'm pretty sure they already did.
Nike suspends its relationship with Kyrie Irving and isn't releasing his upcoming signature shoe, the Kyrie 8. At Nike, we believe there's no place for hate speech and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism, said the company.
Anti-Semitism.
No, we just looked it up. It's
Sorry, forgot.
Anti-Semitism. To that end, we've made the decision to suspend our relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately and will no longer launch the Kyrie 8. So, this was after he came out and apologized too. Is this too much? Is this too much for what he did?
I think in isolation you could argue that, but I think just the whole of what Kyrie is at this point, then I wouldn't want to deal with him.
Well, I mean,
so I can't blame them. I wouldn't want to deal with him either.
That's a good point. Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff that a lot of people haven't liked, and I can see why they're probably just looking for the next thing to drop him. You know what I mean? Like the next big issue for him to cause, and then just cut ties with him because they don't want to be associated. Which,
yeah,
you're a big company like Nike. I did see a comment on one of the posts about Nike suspending their relationships with Kyrie. One of the comments said something about oh yeah, Nike, maybe you should stop making your shoes in sweatshops or something. And I was like, oh, okay, well, there's that too.
Wow.
Also probably accurate. Yeah.
No, I mean, there's a good and a bad side to everything. You know what I mean? There's always a point of view. There's always an evil point of view and a good point of view in most cases.
But they don't break international law, in quotations. International law. Yeah, Nike. Their sweatshops are legal. That's why they get away with it.
Well, they must be legal.
Yeah.
They
I
weren't
think a lot of it is.
International law.
I think unfortunately a lot of it is companies like Nike and whatever else, frankly, just don't ask where it's coming from, and they'll just buy from whichever supplier sells it to them. And
yeah, that's true.
you know, if you don't ask, you'll never find out, which is unfortunate. But
Yep, that's true.
we all still buy their crap anyways. So
No, we do. No, we're guilty. I'm not saying that like we're not guilty of it, because I think the vast majority of people are guilty of it.
Yeah.
It's,
how did we get here?
I don't know. So
Wow.
It's not a politics podcast here.
no. Yeah, I don't know. I think even
Kyrie has been punished.
he's been punished enough for a lot of things because he's done a lot of things, but like
I think his punishment is fair, and like whether he accepts it or not.
I just don't think, like, he's there to play basketball, and I understand the organization doesn't want their players promoting those kinds of things. I totally get that. But first of all, he wasn't necessarily promoting it. He was making a point out of it. Like, it's so out of context too. Like, he posted it and shared it to his Twitter so that he could like make a point of it somehow. He wasn't doing it to say like, oh, this is a great movie. I support all of these ideas. You know, like he didn't.
I think the problem with it was more so, one, that he shared it initially, but two, it's just that he was completely ignorant to the impact that it had. Like you know, he was given every single opportunity to apologize, to acknowledge the impact that he had, and he didn't take it. I think that's the bigger issue rather than just sharing it in the first place, right?
But wouldn't you be ignorant too? Like, he's just.
I like to think.
Like I'm just trying to see it from both sides. Like I get. I get the public's view of it. Like I get it, but like imagine being Kyrie. Like he probably doesn't want to be famous. Like that's not his choice. I don't. Like that was definitely.
He did at first.
Yeah,
he talks a lot for someone who doesn't want to be famous.
And now he doesn't want to be in the public's eye anymore. He just wants to do his thing. He just wants to be himself, which I respect. I would probably want the same thing. I'd be pretty ignorant too if people kept coming at me and telling me to apologize about this and that and this and that. If I didn't agree with it, I'd probably get fed up too. So I get why he didn't apologize. I get it. Should he have? Probably, but I get why he didn't.
Yeah, even from a like a purely basketball point of view, I saw a TikTok or something today. I forget who it was from. Basically, it was like a year by year breakdown of how Kyrie has like blown up every organization that he's been in. Because it it was like the post 2017 finals after LeBron left, right? He was in Cleveland and then got tired of playing there, so he just requested a trade. Went to Boston, sucked in Boston, requested a trade. Went to Brooklyn and has just blown up Brooklyn. Doesn't play for half last year, and now this.
Well, you could also blame management for Brooklyn too.
Yeah, no, it's not like it's obviously not obviously not everything in Brooklyn is Kyrie's fault, but everywhere he's gone has been an absolute mess ever since he left LeBron.
That's true. No, that's absolutely true. Like first year he was at Brooklyn, he was injured, wasn't he? Or like he didn't play. Like
yeah, well, the KD was out, so it didn't, like, even if he did play a little bit,
it wouldn't have mattered really.
Yeah, they weren't really a favorite.
Yeah. And then like even with the whole, like not getting vaxxed thing, like again, I get it, but like I don't know. You can choose to sit, but just don't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Choose to do whatever you want. Both sides should not be making a big deal out of it. This shouldn't be news. Like this shouldn't be news that we're having to talk about. It's fun to talk about them. Don't get me wrong. I like talking about it.
I wish it didn't have to be news, unfortunately.
I wish it didn't have to be news. Like why? I think people should just be able to live their lives without being attacked for things that they say out of context. And I also think that if you're in a position that Kyrie's in, you also need to be careful about how the public eye is going to perceive your content. Like it's on both ends. You got to see both ends of it.
Because that's a huge thing now. Your public image is a huge thing. Yeah, especially social media in this day and age. Like I was listening to
Joe Rogan Experience the other day, and he had Duncan Trussell on, like a stand-up comedian, and he was talking about how we see social media as an outside thing, but it's really not. Social media, everyone's on social media. It's a part of our lives now. Like, we see it as a separate thing from our lives, but it's really not at this point. And it's true. It's really true.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not on social media, you're a hermit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch what you post, and you also gotta not take everything that people post so seriously. Everyone just needs to be kind to each other. That's my statement.
There you go. Be nice to each other. Let's end on that. I like that.
Just be nice.
Be nice to each other. Nathan.
Be nice to each other, people.
Yeah, it's not hard. Just be kind. Just try and see things from other people's point of view. It's not hard. It's not hard to do at all.
After those inspiring words from Nathan Parker, let's move on to, oh God, never mind.
That was amazing. Like, I'm
touched. That was amazing.
I'm touched by that.
So Josh Primo got cut by the Spurs because he exposed himself to the.
What is going on with that?
Like, I was about to say, let's move on to a more fun story. I see that list of Josh Primo. So, oh God, this has not been a fun start to this podcast.
So again, for those who don't know, this is Jake. Do you want to fill it? I feel like you know this story better than me.
Yeah, Jake, you give us the update on the story.
Okay, here, from what I know,
allegedly,
he was meeting with like the team psychologist or whatnot, and he kept trying to hook up with her, I guess. And she asked the Spurs to do an investigation on it, and they didn't do a proper investigation into it. So now she's suing the Spurs because of the misconduct, I think is the legal term for it. And she's charging Josh Primo with, I think, sexual assault, not assault.
It's
No, he didn't get charged with anything. Charged would be like criminal.
She's just
suing or charging.
She's just
suing. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I read she was charging him.
No,
she can't charge. That's not how getting charged works.
Okay, so I wondered then how much she's suing them for.
I don't know. I don't think there's a number on it.
At least not publicly yet.
No. That's all. Yeah, that's all I really know on it.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, repeatedly exposing himself was, I think,
it said multiple times. It said up to 9 times. It can't be an accident if you do it 9 times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, people do dumb stuff. How do you do that 8 times and go, yeah, one more time feels about right? Like, I don't
exactly.
I don't understand that.
He put out a statement saying that he was mentally unwell.
Yeah, no, it sounded like he was like actually having like some mental health issues. And if he is, I hope he gets the treatment he needs. But like, before we knew about the reasoning, I was like, oh, this poor guy, like, he clearly is struggling with something. And then the actual story came out and I was like, oh, I felt bad for him temporarily, but I really don't anymore. So, but yeah,
another thing too is like, one of our coworkers said this, like, you'd think after the first time, like, if you didn't react in a good way, like, he wouldn't do it again. You'd think, you would think, like, you'd think after like the first attempt, if she's like, oh God, no, like a bad reaction, you'd think there wouldn't be 8 other times that he would attempt to expose himself.
Yeah.
So what was her reactions the first 8 times? What did she say? What did she say?
Well, that's gonna come out. That's gonna come out in court.
Yeah, and
we'll know eventually.
I guess.
Don't know. Well, who knows? Who knows? Obviously, that's, again, gross thing to happen, especially within like a professional basketball organization.
I think everything's
just going on in sports, man.
Yeah, everything's getting leaked now.
Yeah,
I don't know,
because social media.
Yeah,
like how much you want to bet like stuff like this went down all the time in the 70s and 80s.
An unfortunate amount. I think social media, yeah, it amplifies it amplifies stories for sure, for
Yeah.
better or for worse. So
It's like the whole
this
media
wasn't really a
in general.
this wasn't really a social media story. I guess the Kyrie thing was, but
Yeah, the Kyrie thing was, but yeah, this would have
this probably would have come out anyways.
probably
Although
would
people may have reacted differently in the past, but I think we can all agree that we can condemn this type of
Yes.
action.
I hope that's obvious from everybody listening.
Yeah, I just want to make this very clear here.
Yeah, I hope that's obvious to anybody who's listening right now. Please do not skew our words. Listen to us in context. If you're going to listen to our quotations, listen to the entire clip. You can find us on Spotify. You can listen to it there.
To that.
There we go.
That was so good. That was so good.
James Harden's out for 1 month.
That's awesome.
Is it?
Yes.
Is this good NBA news now, Jake? Is this what counts as good news?
This is good news. When you were talking about this shouldn't be in the news for when you guys were talking about the whole Kyrie thing, I was gonna jump in and say, well, some good news is that James Harden's out for a month.
Oh, you were gonna segue like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. What is it again? What's his injury? An ankle, some sprain?
Like that, I think, yeah. I think it's like his right foot or something. But yeah, he's out for a month. He was having a good start to the season too, eh?
Yeah, he was.
But
as a Raptors fan, I'm glad that the Sixers are suffering.
Yeah, I don't like the
foot injury. Yeah, the Raptors they just pulled back. They lost by 1 though. It's too bad, but they were down 16 or something like that. So
yeah, just lost to the Mavericks. Tough loss. I mean, Luka's been having a crazy season too so far.
MVP.
We know how many did Luka put up today?
I don't know.
74.
What?
No.
I'm kidding.
35. He dropped 35. Let's chill out.
What's he averaging right now?
He dropped 35 today. That was below his average.
36.1.
He's averaging 36.
So his average dropped.
Yeah.
Nice.
That dropped his average. Imagine averaging 35. That drops your average.
DeRozan put up 46, and they still lost to the Celtics.
Wow.
123-119.
That's a tough loss. The West is looking kind of competitive this year.
Without the Warriors and Lakers.
I know. The West is looking competitive. It's going to be interesting. I think, the Blazers and the Jazz have surprised us so far going into the season. Like, we both had them as like non-play-in teams, like 11 to 15 seeds. Like, we had Portland at maybe 10, and they've lost 2 games so far. I mean, it's only like 7 games in, but like,
I have San Antonio and Memphis. I had them at 15 and 14 in my Western Conference like bracket at the beginning of the year.
Did you?
My Western Conference standings, yeah. And they're both in the top 5. That's crazy.
I can't believe Kawhi is injured again, though. Like, I just feel bad for the guy. Like,
I know. It's so sad.
I just want him to play. Like, the Clippers, in theory, should be title contenders. Like,
oh yeah,
this team should be so good.
Yeah.
He just wants to play in the playoffs. He's like Odell. Only wants to play in the playoffs.
Well,
I mean, look what happens if he does play in the regular season.
Yeah, he gets hurt.
Doesn't play.
He tears.
Yeah, like
it's not
so injured all the time. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, but even the Jazz too. The Jazz have beaten some pretty good teams.
Yeah, I thought the Jazz were supposed to be tanking.
Yeah, me too. I thought they were in like rebuild mode.
Colin Sexton coming off the bench for that team has like proved to be really well for them. Like it's worked for them. I don't even know they're starting. Oh, they're playing the Lakers right now, guys.
What's the score?
44-41. 9 minutes left in this. 44. Oh my God. 44-41 with 9 minutes left in the second.
It's a high scoring game.
It was a 40-34 first quarter.
Holy crap. Yeah, Colin Sexton's coming off the bench because Mike Conley and Jordan Clarkson are starting. That actually makes sense.
That does make sense. Yeah, that does make sense. I forgot Mike Conley was on that team. I
I
thought they,
forgot that guy existed, if I'm being honest.
I thought they
Sorry,
traded him away.
Me too.
sorry, Mike Conley.
He's very efficient, very good player. Very efficient. What about Milwaukee? 7-0.
Are they still undefeated? I haven't
Still
checked the
undefeated.
standings in a while.
Do they play tonight? Do they play today? Yeah, they're playing Minnesota right now. They're up by
By
7.
10. I got him up by 10 here at half.
Oh,
They're up
the
7. The score app says 7.
What's your score?
7.
61-54.
Oh, never mind. I'm behind you then. My bad.
Oh, catch up, Zyler.
Zyler.
Sorry, I'm on the Sportsnet app. The Sportsnet app sucks.
Also, the Cavs have the same amount of wins though. The Cavs are 7-1. They've been looking good.
Yeah, the Cavs would look good.
Donovan
Did you see the stat?
with that team has been awesome. I watched one of their games, I think last week, and I can't remember who they were playing, but all I remember is just them dominating the whole 48 minutes. And I feel like they're doing that every game. Who did they lose to? Do you guys know?
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
Let me check.
Oh my God, they lost to Toronto.
Oh yeah, they lost opening night. Oh, so the Cavs
Oh yeah.
are 7-game win streak.
Wow.
Yes.
Cool.
Do you guys see the stat? I don't know if it's been snapped yet, but as of a couple days ago, Ant Edwards had 0 dunks all season.
What
He had 0 dunks. Do you guys not see that?
is that?
I didn't.
Yeah, through 8 games, no dunks.
How many is he supposed to have?
More than 0.
Oh,
Isn't he supposed to be this dunk wizard?
Yeah.
give him like a game or two. Like it's been 8 games. Give him a break.
0 dunk. Okay.
He's got 74 more to go. Give him a minute to get his groove.
Dude, Brooklyn's 3-6. They're gonna suck for the rest of the year. That I can say.
That's the weird thing though. He's averaging 23 a game. Like he's playing well by all respects. He just somehow doesn't have a dunk yet.
That's crazy.
Maybe he's just sticking to the fundamentals. Let's not get too flashy unless we have to. You know what I mean?
Well, so partially, but what he said in the media, at least because someone asked him about it. And he basically said the paint is just clogged because Gobert and Cat are just there all the time. So he just can't get into the paint.
That's fair. That's fair.
Which I get. At the same time though, if one of your best players is saying he literally can't find space to dunk, maybe work on your spacing, coach. But
yeah, and it's not even they're 4-4. Like they're not winning everything either. They lost to the Spurs the other night. Ugh.
Yeah.
Spurs are playing well.
The
Having
Spurs stink.
They're 5.
Having 2. Yeah, they will stick though. Having 2 elite big men like that though with Cat and Gobert is weird though. It's very hard. Not very many teams have 2 2 big men as 2 of their top 3 players.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see if they can actually figure out the spacing. Because the Cat, Jake, can you think of any other teams that have 2 big men that actually are important to them?
Like Mobley,
the Cavs are one.
Mobley and Allen.
Yeah, Mobley and Jared Allen are the example, and they make it work. But I mean, Gobert's been there 8 games. They have time to figure it out. But
Giannis and Brooke Lopez.
Yeah.
Brook Lopez is not in that tier of player.
Jake, I'm joking.
What about Green and Wiseman? Because
Yeah.
A little bit.
Green's not really I don't consider him a center though.
He's not. Yeah, he's not a big
Cat's a center. Mobley could be a center.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a bit of an ESPN stat, but
Yeah.
the two Williams for Boston, Grant and Robert.
Yeah, true.
Grant's a big man.
Yeah, he's a power forward.
Oh. All right. So we talked about did we give our predictions for Thursday night football last game? Oh yeah, we 3-2-1 it. Everyone had the Eagles, so everyone gets a point for that.
Woohoo. That's top tier analysis right there, guys.
Big win.
It was closer than it should have been, though.
It was way closer than it should have been for a long time.
Damian Pierce had 139 rushing yards, guys, for Houston.
He's good.
Yeah, actually.
He's good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, his balance through contact looks really, really strong.
Someone
Like
saved
it, like it.
Pierce.
Sorry.
Said someone saved Damian Pierce.
Oh,
No,
dude's
no,
been
no,
there
no.
2 months. He
Keep him,
already has to get saved.
keep him in Houston because then he'll be the best fantasy player for next year. If he's exploded and he's scoring like 1 or 2 touchdowns a game, people are gonna pick him like high in fantasy next year, I bet.
Yeah.
Because I
You
got
have him this year, right?
yeah, I think I got him in like the 6th round,
Lucky dog, you.
right?
Yeah.
Steal.
We can get into the rest of our predictions for week 9 now. We are officially, by the end of Monday night, we will be officially halfway through the regular season.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It's
I
gone
think
fast.
it has gone fast, actually. Feels like yesterday we made our first power ranking in week 2.
That's why I love the NFL. One game a week.
One game a week.
It goes by pretty quickly, actually.
One game at a
Goes
time.
by too quickly.
It does. Let's just get right into it then, guys. Minnesota Vikings are playing in Washington against the Commanders. Jake, who do you have?
I'm gonna take the Vikings in this game. The Commanders are going through some stuff right now. I mean, it's not really affecting how their team's playing because I think they're on a win streak, but Minnesota is just playing really good right now. What are they, 6-7-1 right now?
6-1.
6-1, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-1. They're gonna win their
Mhm.
division. They're gonna win their division,
I agree.
and
Yep.
they might make a run this year. They might make a run. Depends on how Kirk Cousins plays. Who knows?
Tyler, who you got?
I also have the Vikings. Yeah, I'm excited to see how TJ Hawkinson fits into this offense. Should be
Oh, I
fun.
forgot he got traded there. That'd be fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That'll be interesting.
I'm going with the Commanders.
Why?
I don't know.
This-
I like Taylor Heineke as their quarterback. I feel like he
I was
fits.
gonna say, are you just a firm Taylor Heineke believer?
I am. Same way I'm a Cooper Rush believer.
Well,
Oh
one
my
of those went swimmingly for you, so we'll see how their take goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'll take the Commanders though. It's in Washington. I think they're starting to find a groove now that Carson Wentz isn't playing.
Honestly, you're not wrong. It's
You
only
are-
a
yeah,
3-point
you are
spread,
not.
actually.
It's not a tough like it's kind of a it could go either way. I would not be surprised if Minnesota won, but I'm gonna take Washington just as kind of like an upset pick of the week, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Next game, Carolina Panthers are playing the Cincinnati Bengals. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Bang.
Bengals.
Thank you.
I think it will be interesting to see how many like explosive or big plays Bro can pull out without Jamar Chase there again. I forget, honestly. He's injured for about 4 weeks.
6 weeks, 4 to 6, I think.
4 to 6, I think. Yeah, abdomen. Maybe I made that up. I don't know. But yeah, like if you look back to 2 years ago, I think the Bengals were last in the league in explosive plays, and then last year with Jamar Chase they were first. So
Wow.
like obviously Joe Burrow himself took a big step, but I feel like having Jamar Chase there is really big for them. So
Good point.
I want to see how they can perform against what's not a very bad Carolina secondary if everyone's healthy. So this game could be closer than people think, I think.
I think it'll be close.
I think it'll be close.
I don't see Carolina winning though.
No, it'll be they'll lose in some crappy way like they did to Atlanta last week.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Next game, the Buffalo Bills are playing the Jets in New York.
Can we just 3-2-1 it?
Well, no, because the Jets are a decent team this year, apparently.
I don't know about you guys. I have the Bills.
Wilson play last week.
But we all got the Bills anyways, so
So we could have 3-2-1 it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it wasn't like this. This is kind of wild though. This game has an 11-point spread. How often do you see like an 11-point spread against a team that's 5-3?
When you're playing against the Buffalo Bills.
That's true.
I know, but like that's how good the Bills are. Is my point.
Yeah.
Like,
No, exactly. Yeah.
the Jets are 5-3 and they're 11-point underdogs. That's gotta be rare.
What are the Titans at? What's the Titans record?
They're 5-2 somehow by some miracle.
And the Titans Chiefs spread is 12.5.
That's a
Is
joke.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have about 12 here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we'll get to that one later. But yeah, we are the Bills winning. The Jets are they're they get wins, but they're not
Zach
impressive.
Wilson still sucks.
Yes, he does.
And they're playing against Buffalo.
Yeah, this defense is going to eat Zach Wilson alive.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
What's the over/under for Von Miller sacks?
7.
7.
I'll take over. I'll take the over on that.
Over 7. What's the single game record? I wonder. It's probably about 7.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's
Look this up here.
I will.
It is 7 actually.
Oh, is
Derek
it actually?
Thomas.
Derek
That was just a lucky
Thomas.
guess. Derek Thomas against Seattle in 1990.
Wow.
7 sacks?
That's ridiculous.
I know Chandler Jones had like 5 in one game. It was either the first game of last season or the season before that.
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
Mhm.
And
He
he
had
had like
5.
5. And he had like the 5 the rest of the season total.
I think so, yeah.
I do remember that though.
Yeah, Von Miller's going to break the sack record.
Game sack. It's 8.
Over 7.
It's
I
8.
believe it.
Watch him get 8.
I'd take that bet.
I would too.
That's incredible.
I put a
What's the
dollar.
line on Von Miller over 7 sacks? Plus 1,000? No, not even plus a million.
Plus 10 million and a half.
Okay.
10.5 million.
I was gonna say, do you mean 10 million point 5 or like 10 million?
Yes. 10 million. 10 million 1.5.
What does that even mean? Let's move on.
Okay.
Colts and Patriots there.
3, 2, 1.
Patriots.
Patriots.
I don't like this game.
I'm not gonna watch this game. This game sounds so boring.
I don't like this game at all.
You guys just said that the Bills defense is going to eat Zach Wilson alive. Well, Bill Belichick is going to eat Sam Ellinger alive. They're going to win this game by 30, I think.
It's not going to be pretty.
No, it's not.
It's yeah.
This is not going to be fun for
I think
the.
the
Jonathan Taylor is also officially ruled out for this game. Not that he's been that good this year, anyways, but still hurts them.
I picked up their backup, Deion Jackson, in fantasy this week. So now I actually have a confident running back. Yeah, because Zeke's out.
I mean, they have Zach Moss too. Don't forget.
Do they have Zach Moss?
Yeah, he came back in the Nyheim Hines trade.
Oh, actually, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like a 5th and Moss for Hines.
Nice.
Jackson's still going to be the number 1 though.
Oh, yeah, probably. I'm just saying that's not like just getting all the carries. Like,
yeah, like
he's
Pierce
talking 2021 Jonathan Taylor.
Like Pierce does, gets all the carries.
Yeah, like Pierce does.
All right, gentlemen.
All right,
let's move it on. Las Vegas Raiders against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I told myself I would never bet on this team. I told you myself I'd never bet on the Raiders again, but here I am, once again, going with the Raiders, and now my week is not going to be perfect because of this.
Change your pick right now, Jake.
No, but I also don't think the Jaguars are going to win this game either. I think they stink.
I think both these teams stink.
They do. I don't know who to pick, so I'm just going to go with the Raiders.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to take the Raiders. I think they'll be able to overcome Jacksonville. I think I genuinely don't know what happened to the Raiders this season, but I think they'll win this game.
They fell apart.
Tyler?
Yeah, I got the Jags here. It's a toss up for sure. One of the crazier stats that I was just looking at, the Jags are 2-6, but their run differential baseball. Their point differential is still plus 14.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
plus 14. I know, right? So I I'm looking for a big Trevor Lawrence game here. Trevor Lawrence he's looked like a good quarterback, just not in the red zone and not in the last 2 minutes.
No.
So if he could,
He
if
is
he can get
good.
his crap together.
Definitely
I
good.
know, but he just it's just like not translating to results. And so I'm hoping this is the game where it finally actually translates. So
Yeah,
I got the Jags.
that's fair. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. We got the Dolphins and the Bears, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Don't be surprised though if the Bears actually play somewhat decent in this game. I think Miami's just going to score touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, but I think it's going to be the same as what they did last week with Dallas. They're going to put up like 30.
The Bears will play a good game.
Yeah.
They'll put up a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin Fields has actually looked good this month compared to the first month. So
You guys know
we'll
he's
see what he can
quarterback
do.
too in the last 5 weeks.
It's Justin Fields. I was about to say that.
Yeah, he's quarterback too in
Yeah,
fantasy.
fantasy. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's actually been good over the last month or so. I'm also excited to see Bradley Chubb just absolutely eat this offensive line though. So this game could be interesting, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, it
But
could be.
I still got the Dolphins pretty easily.
Yeah, no, me too. We got the Green Bay Packers facing off against the Detroit Lions. We all got the same team here for this one. You want 3-2-1 it, or do you want to? I feel like it's not really a 3-2-1 game.
He still owns them. It's okay. I know the meme is with the Bears, but he still owns this team. The Detroit's not
does.
going to like this.
Yeah, I think we all have the Packers for this game here.
Yeah, we do. I would not be surprised if Detroit won either.
No, this Lions defense is just so bad though. Like, and without Hawkinson, who's probably was their best weapon. I don't really see
Who's up there?
this offense moving a ton either.
Him and Swift.
Yeah, sorry, I got best receiving weapon, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like you said, like the Detroit defense sucks, but the Green Bay offense kind of sucks too. So
what I would say though, like, is if they're gonna suck this year and then draft one of the top 2 QBs, I think this is a pretty good spot for a quarterback to go to.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If they can like bring in a receiver in free agency, they have a pretty good O-line, decent run game.
Yeah.
If I was a young QB, I'd want to go here.
Yeah.
Which is weird to say with the Lions, but
No, it's true though.
I'd rather go here than like to the Texans.
Yeah.
Do you fire Dan Campbell after this year?
No.
No, he gets one more with the new QB, I think, and then you see how it goes.
Yeah, I agree.
But it also depends how the rest of the season goes.
Mhm.
That's true.
I think he's, at least morale-wise, he's a good guy to have through a rebuild. I don't know if he's going to win you a Super Bowl, but
Yeah,
no,
100%.
I think you keep him.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, I know he's great for like you said, morale wise. I guess that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
He's just a motivator. That's all he is.
Yeah. Not
Really-
that we're players on the team or
He's a
anything.
really
but
good public speaker.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
In a weird way, but like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he gets your attention. He's a really good like motivational speaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if
He should be a motivational speaker. He should be.
if you came to our school and did like a motivational speech, I'd be motivated. That's all I'd say.
Would you pay attention?
Yeah, definitely. This big dudes yelling at me on the stage. Yeah, I'd pay attention. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on. Next game, last 1:00 game. The Chargers and the Falcons.
Nate is the lone wolf on this one.
So,
Yeah, Jake, I appreciate your misplaced confidence in the Falcons.
You're welcome.
am I missing something?
No.
No, you're not. The Chargers are probably the right pick here, frankly, but I'm a Falcons fan and they've been playing well and the Chargers have been playing bad. So
This is my upset for the week.
Okay.
I think the Chargers' run defense is not nearly as fixed as they thought it was going to be from last year. It's better, but it's still not that good. And with
Yeah.
Cordell Patterson is back, which he's activated off IR. I'm not sure if he's actually going to play or not. It hasn't been confirmed, but I think he could run right over this team, and that's how the Falcons could win. But
I think this could be a
secondary against Justin Herbert is also scary.
yeah.
So
Falcons
this
are
could be
gonna
a fun
win.
game to watch.
That's
though.
all I'm gonna say. Falcons are gonna win this game.
Why?
Thank you.
Why? I have a gut feeling.
I'm giving like a full like run defense versus like Justin Herbert, like breakdown. Jake's just like got that dog in him.
Yeah, they got that. I believe in AJ Terrell. I believe he's gonna pick off Herbert twice.
AJ Terrell is questionable to play. He hasn't played in 2 weeks.
I don't care. He's gonna play this one against Herbert. They need him to play.
They do. They really, really, really do.
Yeah.
So
Jake,
I don't, apart from
off intuition.
one more thing, over under for Grady Jarrett roughing the passer calls.
over 4.
4? Okay.
No, I think he gets at least 1. I wonder if you could bet on that. That'd be fun if you could.
That would be awesome if you could.
No, because then that would be a perfect way to rig a game.
That's true. I was just gonna say that actually. I was gonna be like, oh, the refs could just throw flags every single play and just totally screw everyone.
Yeah.
Let's move on to some late afternoon games now. Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals going head to head. I got the Cardinals for this game. The Seahawks look good, really good, but I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling.
You think they're fraudulent? Is that what you're saying here?
No, I just have a feeling that Arizona is going to have a really good game.
Arizona are actually the favorites on betting wise, which is surprising to me. I honestly thought
Are
the
you
Seahawks would be
serious?
favored. Yeah, -1.5 Cardinals.
Holy crap.
They're in Arizona, I guess. Honestly, it's probably just like the home team would be a slight favorite either way. But
1.5 though.
yeah, it's nothing.
They're like barely the favorite.
This could be a close game. The Seahawks are way more fun of a team to watch than I thought they'd be.
Mhm.
And watching Kyler play football is always just an absolute joy. For better or for worse, it's a fun time. So
Now,
this could be
is
interesting,
it
but I got the
double
Seahawks.
is it double XP weekend because the new Call of Duty is out?
Let me check.
Is it a double XP weekend?
When is the next Modern Warfare 2 double XP event? Why do like this is such a simple question? Why is it like buried in such a long article? Okay, it's predicted to be November 12th, so we should be good for this weekend.
I'm still going to go with the not fraudulent Seattle Seahawks.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals purely just based off intuition, Jake.
Purely just like how I did with the Falcons.
Yeah, pretty much exactly the same as you did with the Falcons.
Okay.
I'm like putting so much like logic and thinking into my picks. You guys just like vibes.
I saw it in the stars. The Cardinals are gonna win week 9.
I love the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna segue. Say your thing, Jake.
I was just gonna say over under on how many times Kyler Murray yells at Cliff Kingsbury.
Guys, it's got to be 1.5. You got to go over under 1.5 for that.
1.5.
It's either once, 0, or more.
Twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say under. I'd say under 1.5. I don't think it'll happen more than once. I was gonna say though, this is gonna be a much more fun game than our other afternoon game. The LA Rams in Tampa against the Bucks. Zyler, who you got?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zyler.
I have the Buccaneers here.
Why?
Case.
I think the Rams have had like EPA wise like the worst offense in the league, and this Bucs defense isn't the same. I think it still could eat that O-line. pretty quickly. So
They have no run defense
the
or
Bucks,
pass defense.
the Bucks.
Do you realize that Tom Brady is going through a divorce right now, Zyler?
Do you realize that Matt Stafford has bad shoulder and that he has no offensive lineman?
Good.
I'm pretty sure I can trust. You know what? Solely based off of intuition, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Fair enough. It's in Tampa Bay too, which also helps.
I'm taking
This
the
should be-
Rams. Sorry, go Zyler.
I was gonna say this, like at the start of the year, I would have been very excited for this game. Now I'm a lot less excited based on how the season's
Yeah.
gone for both these teams.
Yeah, no, me neither. I'm
Yeah.
not excited for this game.
It's just be a mid off.
It'll be a snore fest, I think. I'll be watching that Seahawks game, and then once it's over, I'll throw on the Rams Bucks game to see what the closing minutes are. But yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, I got the Rams though. Do I? I don't know.
Rams over the Bucks.
About this one.
Pardon?
I'm really on the fence about this one. My heart's telling me Bucks.
Guys, I'm gonna also change mine to the Bucks.
You guys all have I convinced you all to switch to the Bucks?
You have.
Well, I just realized that Tom Brady's going through a divorce, and Matt Stafford does not have shoulders that work while Tom Brady does. So,
and this is also Tom's
bachelor Tom Brady over no shoulder Matt Stafford.
This is Tom's second week of being divorced. Officially, this is his second game. So
He'll be back.
He's had time to process it now.
Yeah.
So this is this is the game to figure out if Tom Brady is gonna fall off a cliff or if he's gonna play good.
Yeah, you know,
honestly,
it only takes 2 weeks to get over a divorce.
I was gonna say I would hope it takes more than 7 days to get over a 13-year marriage, but I guess Jake just has no heart.
No, I don't have a heart.
Jake's like, all right, on to the next game.
Guys.
Jake's
on to the next one.
Jake's in trouble.
Guys.
Let's move on to the Sunday night game. The Tennessee Titans against the Kansas City Chiefs. 3-2-1.
Chiefs. Guys, she's staring at me right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Carry on.
You're okay.
I was trying to apologize.
You're okay. She knows you didn't mean it. It's okay.
I know.
She knows you didn't mean it. Monday Night Football. Do you guys even want to talk about the Sunday night game? I don't.
Can we put the over under on? Sorry, no, not the over under. How much do you think they're going to win this game by? My guess is like 23. That's my guess.
17.
I'm gonna go 14. But just real quick comment on the Titans. Has anyone noticed that they've won 5 straight games?
No.
Because I haven't really cared to watch their games.
I know.
Have they beaten anyone good?
No.
Let me check. My point is they're just like they're not bad. They're just like irrelevant. Just nobody cares about this team.
Yeah, like they're not. Yeah, like they've got Derrick freaking Henry, man.
Watch them be the 1 seed again, and just nobody's gonna care.
No,
they didn't last year.
So they lost to the Giants and the Bills, and they've beaten the Raiders, Colts, Commanders, Colts, and Texans. Okay, that's a fraudulent 5-game win streak.
Yeah.
Hey. They're gonna get smoked.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, they're gonna get dropped.
They're gonna get pwned.
That's it.
Let's move on to Monday night. Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. Jake, who you got? Tell me now.
Let's just 3-2-1 this and go with the Ravens, guys. Right?
Got it.
Well, that's not 3-2-1, but okay, yeah.
That's close enough.
Jake did his own 3-2-1.
I did my own 3-2-1 because it's the Baltimore Ravens.
We've all got the Ravens.
The third best team in the AFC.
Jake, do you have anything to say about this team heading into Monday night against the New Orleans Saints?
As long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
That's a big F, Jake.
I know, because it's happened thrice.
I don't think the Saints offense is good enough to overcome any sort of lead that Baltimore puts on them.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this game.
Yeah, of course, that's Monday night. Of course, everyone's gonna watch.
I'm gonna love watching this game.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy watching it. I think it'll be a good game for Baltimore.
Yeah. Did you guys see that? Unfortunately, Rashad Bateman's out for the rest of the season.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jake does not care.
Hasn't really done much this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of been on and off injured most of the year, hasn't he?
Oh well. Yeah. Oh well.
Jake, I'm not a fan.
Jake, I wouldn't be concerned based on what his production is. I am concerned just because of the other receivers that are left.
Well, why do they somehow always manage to make it work though? Like Lamar always makes it work.
That's
Likely was his favorite target last week. I bet you he's going to go to Likely a lot again this week.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a lot of 2-1-2.
Mark Andrews is expected to play, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. I think it's time to wrap it up. What do you guys think?
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
That's good. We did an extra long one last episode, so this is a little bit of a shorter one this time.
Yeah.
But we'll be back with another episode soon. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
We love this podcast.
We love all of our viewers.
We love
and
it.
listeners on Spotify.
Shout out Belgium.
Brussels.
Is that a World Cup prediction, Jake?
Jake
No.
or Zyler, did I tell you that we have 13 listeners from Brussels?
What? You didn't tell me this.
13 streams from Brussels.
Yep.
If you're from Brussels,
it's our
leave a comment on-
it's our second most streamed location in the world. Number 1's London. Number 2 is Brussels. Number 3 is Brantford.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's because that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Anyways,
That's hilarious.
Okay, if you're from Brussels, drop a comment and we'll reply.
yes, Brussels.
Who is your guy before we wrap it up? Who is your guys' prediction for the World Cup?
Should we do a dedicated World Cup? Should we do a World Cup special?
Sure, we can. Sure.
Okay.
Do you want to fill out like a bracket?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do a World Cup special episode in a couple weeks.
I'll study up.
Cool. That
Awesome.
works.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Great.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Do 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 do.
What was that?
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want an explanation.
Is this going in?
That just was. That was stupid. That's what that was. No, I'm kidding. I'm so mean sometimes, Jake. I love you. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening to our stupid podcast.
See you guys.
Bye.